Hello, and welcome to the stream. Today we'll be playing Library of Rona, a game we haven't touched in a while, but a game I've really been meaning to get back into. I did do a little bit of experimentation with the passives off-screen, like I said I would during our last stream, whenever we unlocked them. And today we're going to be really looking into doing the invitations and whatever else we find along the way. So, with that in mind, let's get straight into it, shall we? Opening the scene. So, just to show a little bit of what I've done, if we go to click on one of the goobers here, we're back in the building! Oh! Welcome, Mayor, to the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. Alright. Hello! How are you doing today, Kimmy? It's a pleasure to have you here as well. So, let us take a look at what we have done. Ta-ta-ta. So, we have made a couple different decks, and I've organized everyone filling to a particular niche. In Roland's case, he's kind of just our big damage dealer. He does a bunch of different damage types. Malkouf's is the most interesting to me. She is all about playing the fire status right now. We've got Yesad for the big blunt damage. Hod is going to be making use of the mask and also defensive skills that would otherwise not be too grand, but will be very useful here. What this game name? This game is Library of Runa. It is a Project Moon game, similar to Limbus Company or Lobotomy Corporation. It's from that same series. It is an 18 plus game, so I will warn you pertaining to that if you do not wish to see that type of content. But otherwise, feel free to stay in. I will be happy to tell you everything I can about it. Anyhows, we have the lovely defensive skills for Hod for the most part. Defensive and paralyzed. She does very big damage numbers. And Neztek is our all pierce goober because that is what the abnormality benefits from the most is pierce damage. So, with all of that in mind. Hello, Ethan. Welcome to the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. Today we're playing Library of Runa, which is a very different game from what we played before with the Subnautica Let's Plays. It's more of a card-based game, card turn-based game. I guess you could compare it to Magic. Nah, I don't really know anything about Magic the Gathering, so I'm not going to compare it to that. But it's sort of in that general trope of games. It's lots of fun. Anyhows, we're going to go straight into invitations, methinks. How's your day been going? How are you doing today, Angelic? I am doing quite well, thank you for asking. I admittedly haven't done too much exciting today, but it's always good to have some vibes and to chill out every once in a while. I know I didn't stream yesterday. I was really just debating what game I wanted to play for the most part, and ultimately getting back into the Library of Runa and completing the game was the thing that was preferable. Day has been decent. That's great to hear, Ethan. I'm glad your day has been decent so far. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get into this. We need the Book of Young Me. I really hope I pronounced that right. Anyways, send the invitation and see what we end up with. Oh boy. So, mild reminder before I advance past this page, this game is indeed 18 plus. Well, 17 plus, but you get the point. If you are not comfortable with that, please do not proceed during the stream. Anyways, this does have voice dialogue, so I will not be talking over it. I got completely terrifying day because last night I just got in hospital. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is everything well? Mhm. I shall not be pressing this button to continue forward until I have verified everything is fine with you, friend. Mm. Yeah, because my cat just bit my finger so badly, need to hold me in the hospital for supervision. Ah, yeah. Yeah, cats can get really into a panic mode if something happens that they don't like, and they can be quite munchy. I'm glad to hear everything's good, though. I had an incident with my cat a really long time ago. I completely understand where you're coming from. I'm glad to hear everything's well, and I hope the best pertaining to it. Okay. Awkward. You, sorry. Let me find my words for a moment. Apologies if that pause was a little, put you on the spot, so to speak, but I did want to make sure you were well, friend. It felt inappropriate to continue. Alright. We can continue now. Okay, so the index is associated with those goobers. That's interesting to know. The voice dialogue doesn't seem to be voice dialogue. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to turn on my game audio again. Whoopsie. Alright, there we go. Alright, you should be able to hear it now.
안녕하세요, 사육자 여러분.
Oh, it's Jan. The Sarley? Very well.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요.
전령이네요. 안녕하세요. 네, 전 안녕해요.
I must admit, these creatures look far worse than I had believed them to.
새로운 지령을 전해드리려고 왔습니다.
도서관으로 가라고요?
다른 종이가 있어요? 지령은 아니에요.
I don't believe them to be full creatures either, because you can't have monsters in the city, so these are most likely really augmented humans.
도서관의 초대장입니다. 지령에 따르면 필요하다네요. 도서관을 가야 해요?
우리는 청소부를 먹고 원단을 짜야 해요.
전령님을 먹어도 돼요?
맛있을 거예요? 좋은 실이 나올 거예요.
안 돼요. 사육자 여러분은 지령을 따라야 하니까요. 당신들은 시를 계속 짜고 싶잖아요.
Going to be very interesting to read these Goobers books, I know that much.
지령을 따르지 않으면 대행자들이 찾아올 거예요.
우리에게는 지령이 우선이에요?
순서를 어기면 지령이 가만히 있지 않을 거예요.
도서관에는 새로운 시를 짜낼 수 있는 재료들이 있을 것 같아요.
Perhaps.
그럼 지령 전달도 끝났으니 저는 가볼게요. 말 안 해도 아시겠지만 어떤 지령이라도 수행되지 않으면 어떻게 되실지는 여러분이 잘...
한창 바쁜 중에 미안하지만
Oh, we're seeing the Kurokuma clan as well.
왔는데 말이지.
안녕하세요. 엄지사나 흑은회시네요.
흑은회 여러분 안녕하세요.
엄지에서 의뢰한 노후보원단 받아갈게요. 부수는 저 가방에 들어있답니다. 그나저나 곧 손가락 걸기를 시작할 텐데 검지치고는 너무 노골적이네요.
누님, 어쩔래?
전령이라 해도 검지의 직소? 우리로는 힘들 테죠. 하지만 전령이기 때문에 오히려 기회예요.
그렇죠. 저는 전달하는 사람이니까요.
검지는 여전하네요.
자, 그럼 합의를 봤으니 서로 갈 길 가죠. 사육제는 도서관으로, 우리는 원단을 챙기고, 전령 씨는 가실 곳이 있겠죠?
저 조직은 천을 만드는 거야?
맞아. 질 좋은 원단은 굉장히 귀하거든. 조직과 해결사만큼 재단사들도 중요해.
So, a little bit of a fun fact pertaining to the city is that you are not really going to see a lot of traditional armor in the sense of like plating or padding or anything like that. A lot of it just comes down to the fabric's inherent defensive properties. That's why my boy Roland here is wearing a suit. It's actually crazily defensive, even if it doesn't necessarily look like it is.
저놈들은 음지에서 활동하나 봐. 사람을 먹고 실을 뽑아내는 것 같고.
어차피 천 쪼가리잖아.
네, 천 쪼가리라니. 아직도 한참을 모르시네.
Looks like we're actually about to get that clarification right now.
이 도시 바닥에서 한가닥 하는 놈들이 그냥 몸을 들이미는 게 아니야.
Holy prediction, wow.
너도 손님들을 봐서 알겠지만 입고 있는 옷은 평범한 옷이 아니라고. 질 좋은 원단은 강화 시술만큼이나 몸을 보호해주거든. 근데 급 높은 원단은 아무리 돈이 많아도 살 수 없을 때가 있어. 공방이나 재단사들의 멤버십에 가입해야 얻을 수 있는 게 있거든. 여러 가지 이해관계가 얽혀 있어서.
이제 나도 정신이 아득해지네.
When you include a lore reason for the characters being stylish, indeed, the drip is always an important factor whenever pertaining to work, especially in the city.
뭐 그것보단 우리 잠시 눈을 감고 소원을 빌어보는 거 어때?
너도 내 정신을 아득하게 만들어.
지령이 도서관을 목표로 하지 않도록 빌어야 해.
그래, 눈을 감고 소원을 빌면 되는 거지.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're already targeting the city, targeting the library if they want to make sure of it. I can't say I haven't done that myself. Well, it's an extremely valid thing to do, so all the more power to you for it.
진짜 하는 거야?
네가 하는 헛소리를 그만 들으려면 이래야 할 것 같아서.
아무튼 지령이 도서관을 노리면 어떻게 될지 몰라. 5 손가락 중 하나인 검지가 눈에 불을 켜고 끈덕지게 붙을 거야.
검지?
Well, we might also be dealing with the thumb as well, since we're dealing with one of their subsidiaries.
뒷골목을 주무르는 5개의 거대 조직 중 하나야. 뒷골목을 주무르니까 말 그대로 손가락들인 거지. 참 단순해. 아무튼 손가락들은 날개에 버금가는 힘과 영향력을 지녔으니까 괜히 밉보여서 좋을 것도 없어. 그리고 광신도 같은 검지는 지령이 아주 목을 매지. 그들에게 지령은
따라야만 하는 것이고?
맞아. 지령은 반드시 수행되어야만 하니까. 게다가 엄지사나 조직까지 끼어들다니. 일이 너무 커지지만 않으면 좋겠는걸.
The index is one of my favorite fingers by far, I will say.
누가 오든 착실히 접대할 뿐이야.
배고파요. 원해요?
새로운 실을 뽑을 수 있어요. 기대돼요?
환영합니다, 손님.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 나가도 괜찮아요. 멋진 실이 나올 거예요.
푸른 빛의 예쁜 실일 거예요?
하지만 청소부보다 맛없을 것 같아요.
맞아요. 사람은 아닌 것 같아요.
Everyone is capable of noticing she's not human, even though these beings certainly don't look human themselves, even if they are. Yeesh.
이제는 맛있는 거 먹고 싶어요? 지겨워요.
저는 이곳의 관장이자 사서인 엔젤라이고 부디 당신의 책을 찾으시길.
대사가 이렇게 짧아요.
게다가 성의도 없어요?
사라졌어요.
Alrighty, straight into it. We have Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. Weak to slash, normal to pierce, and mostly normal side of stagger to blunt damage. So, Angelic, how long have you been streaming? I think I started last year, off and on. I started with Lobotomy Corporation, and then I just kind of progressed along. I've been getting back into it much more recently over the last few months. And I've got this current thing going on right now where I don't necessarily have a set schedule outside of sometimes mostly streaming at 8 p.m., but I do my best to make sure I'm uploading a stream, a short, and a video pertaining to the highlights that I believe of what happened in that given stream, so that I'm kind of making sure I'm hitting all audiences. But that's a much more recent thing, and I guess you could say I've started professionally streaming within the past few months, but I've been trying to go back as far as a year or so. I started with Voices of the Void. Okay, these goobers do not have a lot of HP. Granted, they have very close HP to mine, so maybe that's a problem. I think we'll just go ahead and throw the tried and true Keter team at them. Actually, no, let's do Burn. I want to do Burn. I want to mix it up a little. Alrighty, Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. 433. I did not read their dialogue. Oopsie. What are you hitting me with? 573417. So let's do this. You're attacking here. I cannot contest that. I can contest this. That is 4613. Let's do this. So where do you make this model? Because this model is totally good. Thank you so much for that. My model is made by Symphy. She occasionally appears in the streams. If you are interested in a model, maybe I could get into contact with her pertaining to it. I don't think she's taking commissions right now, but it wouldn't hurt for me to ask her sometime, because I would be more than happy to do so. But yes, I agree. This model was very lovely, and it was a gift to me, and I wanted to make sure that, it's being put to as much use as it can. Okay, we cannot do anything about this. We're just gonna smack again with that. Here we go. Alright, cool. We did win that clash overall. Owie! Big damage. Good retaliate, though. Good set fire. Okay. 352. 2 here. 2514. That's not bad, actually. Just a lot of stagger damage. Fascinating Fabric. Whoa. Only up to 3 of these could be held at once. They give me cards that are really good defenses. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that for if something important gets thrown my way. 461312. Yeah, I want him to rate my drawing of my new model. I could certainly try to ask about that. I'll see if that's something she's interested in. Let me see. 461312. I think this will be fine. Ooh, okay, that's what the fabric's for. Okay, hold on. Let's use Fascinating Fabric here to block that attack. And we're just gonna take the L here. Add Fascinating Fabric, gain 1 power for each page in hand. Okay, very weird. I guess we'll just retaliate with that, and... Ooh, we can actually... No, we can't do anything about that. We can only pay him back. With this. Okay, good enough. But yes, I can most certainly ask about that. Let's see, happy memories, nostalgic embrace of the old days, and ashes when hit. Let's do that, because we are going to get hit a little bit here. Okay. 2514, that's not bad, we can deal with that. And 26. I actually want to target your stagger threshold more than anything. Let's do handling work here. Does that deal with everyone? That almost deals with everyone. I guess we'll throw the rest of this into attacks this way. Should be fine. Handling work. Nice. Not so nice. It's fine though. Let's do match light. 344, 46. We can do that. We can get away with that. Let's go here with focus strikes. That should be fine. Actually, no, commandeering. Commandeering would be preferable. These guys are decently tough, actually. 610, 610. Oh, we don't have... we cannot play with her right now because we do not have enough power. We do not have enough light to play the card. Okay, that's fine. As long as we roll well here, everything will be okay. Nice. Could be better. Could be worse. Alright. Now we got a little bit more light to work with. 610, 610. We want to lock this attack. We'll make Fine Silk. 4-6, 1-3, 1-2. Goodness, I really need the speed to contest that. Okay, hold on. Ugh, decisions are hard. No, so we do want to use the fabric here. We're gonna get stagger on this guy, so we're gonna focus this guy here. Should be fine. Yeah, we're gonna take damage there no matter what. Alrighty. Into Footfalls. All allies, when a librarian's HP is at 20% or lower, deal 30% of the target's max HP as damage, max for the 6, and inflict 1 to 3 burn upon approaching them, then die. Okay. Remembrance. If an ally has died, gain 2 strength. So we really want to be killing these guys at the same time. If we can help it. 2-6. Actually, I don't want to use that there, because we need a good opening hand. I could use the fabric here to get the stagger on this guy. No. Need to use the fabric here. But we don't have the fabric. What are my odds here? Not bad. Could be worse. And then we want to use Commandeering here, and alongside Commandeering here. Really want big damage on this guy. There we go, that should be good. Ooh, stagger's not good, but it's fine. Alright, almost a flawless execution. Cannot be. Have unfinished work. Not dangerous yet. Fine so far. Must be cautious. Might get in serious trouble. Yeah, we pretty well won this. You're wanting to do that. We have fabric, so it doesn't matter. And then we can go with a good old rampage here for good measure. Okay, fun enemies, fun little mechanic. Cannot weave cloth anymore, question mark. Curtain call for the reception of the carnival. Interesting goobers. Very good defensive skills. Curtains closed. Please don't talk like them, Roland. That's going to hurt my brain.
잘리고 싶어요? 뼈가 녹아요. 살이 터져요? 죽지는 않아요.
Well, that's not any better, Angela. We can't resort to threatening people whenever we don't get what we want. Come on now.
예, 죄송합니다. 그만하겠습니다.
그래서 이 다음은 어떨 것 같아?
흐름을 보아하니 손가락 중 하나하고는 무조건 부딪힐 것 같아. 지금까지 언급된 게 벌써 엄지, 검지인데 솔직히 어떤 손가락이든 간에 골치 아플 거야.
기대되는걸?
예, 현장에서 피투하며 구르는 건 저니까요.
새삼스럽지만 고마움은 느끼고 있어.
네네, 더 열심히 힘내보도록 합시다.
Alright, well, seems everything's well right now. Let's go on for the next invitation. Library grade must reach 20. We can't go much further from here. I actually want to farm these guys. I'll probably do that off screen. I am curious where this leads, because this goes up from Zwei directly. I'm not sure what this is. Let's just go from left to right. So we'll go do this next one, and we'll see where it takes us. Look at the carnival. and Book of Lobotomy Corporation. Some.
아니죠. 이건 아니에요.
Oh, this is Kurokuma clan. Yeah, I definitely want their fits. Very trippy.
더 이상 드릴 돈이 없습니다.
돈이 없다면 우리의 보호를 더 이상 받아서는 안 됐던 것이죠?
밖은 전부 연기 속에 파묻혀 있습니다. 나가면 무슨 일이 벌어질지도 모르잖아요.
그렇다고 집에만 있으면 언제 괴한이 들어올지도 몰라요.
이분들도 참 둥지 출신이라 그런지 이야기가 잘 안 통하네요. 그래도 이 근방에서 제일 벌이가 괜찮은 분으로 보였는데 말이에요.
사요. 하나 자를까?
부탁해요. 이분들도 곧 뒷골목의 규칙을.
어이, 이번 수업료는 무료로 쳐주지.
한 명씩 파란 쪽 받아두면 되겠네.
Oh, hello, Roland. Welcome to the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm afraid I am not Angela, but I will take that as a compliment, as a wonderful, wonderful angelic intelligence. I am probably breaking a taboo, but that's fine.
한 번만 봐주십시오. 당신들은 피도 눈물도 없으니까.
너희는 우리가 뒷골목에서 더럽게 피와 흙탕물에 몸을 굴릴 때 둥지 안에서 느긋하게 배를 굴리며 구경만 했잖아요.
Oh no, you're just fine, Roland.
생각해보니 괘씸하네요. 양, 이분들 눈도 하나 받아갈게요.
It looks like we're about to fight the Kurokuma clan here very shortly, if that's something that interests you.
알겠습니다.
팔 하나씩 일단 받아두었고.
Well, that's awful mean of you.
당신들이 다짜고짜 집에 쳐들어와서 칼을 들이밀며 보호비를 내라고 했잖아.
그래서 우리가 보호를 안 해줬어? 이곳에 오는 놈들은 우리 쪽에서 싹 다 정리해줬는데 말이야. 눈도 한쪽씩 받아두었습니다.
어떻게 이제 어떻게 살아?
하루아침에 둥지가 무너져서
완전 애새끼들이구만. 이 정도만 받아가는 것도 뒷골목에서는 양호한 거다.
자, 저희는 가볼게요. 부디 오늘의 교훈을 잊지 마세요. 무언가를 받으면 상응하는 무언가를 줘야 하는 거예요. 게다가 이곳을 맡은 게 우리 흑은혜가 아니라
To be fair, I think the ring would be much more manageable than you guys, because the ring operates off a 3-strike offense.
상상만 해도 끔찍하네요.
They would get at least 3 chances with the ring, not so much you guys. You guys have kind of just killed them.
그리고 방은 내일까지 빼주세요. 긴, 이분들 집 문서도 받아와 주세요.
다음에 오는 친구들은 더 가차 없으니 빨리 나가는 게 좋을 겁니다.
보호비도 걷었고 원단도 챙겼으니 이제 상납하러 가볼까요? 참, 긴, 엘사 둥지 상황은 어떻죠?
치열해. 엄지와 검지가 한 곳에서 항쟁하는 것은 오랜만이니까 다들 어지간히도 이 땅을 얻고 싶나 보군.
우리도 마찬가지잖아요.
녹슨 사슬들도 문제였지만 요즘에는 검개 녀석들과 자주 피를 봅니다.
더 과열되기 전에 상납 처리한 후에는 검계 쪽과 이야기 한번 나눠야겠네요.
The middle? Oh no, I thought that was the thumb. Does the middle do that? I mean, I can see it being one of their punishments. Although I remember that predominantly with the thumb pertaining to Lei Hang specifically. Oh. Well, it looks like you guys ran into some trouble. Ah, yeah. Actually, although I am sure that is also a middle punishment. That it's probably written down there somewhere.
누님, 도망치십시오.
뭐냐, 넌.
Yeah. Anyways, it looks like our Kurokuma goobers have had the shoe put on the other foot here.
안녕들 한가? 소득은 좀 있고?
머리가 개네요. 시커먼 개 대가리? 요즘 젊은 애들 사이에서 저런 게 유행인가요?
부조장, 아마도 최근에 늑대의 시간이라 불리는 녀석 같습니다만.
Yeah, we don't really know a lot about the Pinky's policies right now, only that there's only one person who can have one specific sword at a time. Uh, there's not really much else to go off pertaining to them. They're all very different in their own ways.
어머, 개가 아니라 늑대였나요? 아무리 봐도 개새끼처럼 보이는데요?
웃기지? 지금 실컷 웃어도.
So that is both correct and incorrect as far as I'm aware. The ring does not straight up kill you. The ring gives you a 3-strike penalty. So your first offense is not a big deal. Your second offense, you lose some rights, and then your third strike is whenever things start to go south for you within the ring. I have had extremely long yap sessions pertaining to the ring, especially when it comes to corporism. We might get into that a bit if the ring pops up today. We might not. We shall see.
여기 있는 후구네가 대충 100마리쯤 되려나?
다 조져버릴 수 있다는 듯이 말하는군.
그러려고.
저 강아지 교육 좀 해야겠네요.
I feel like you're about to get folded by someone with that much confidence. Yep, that sounds about right. You failed the ring, they turn you into art. Yeah, they do indeed.
약해 빠졌구만.
Yep, that's about how I figured that was going to go. Someone with that much confidence should not be tested.
너네는 이런 모습이 되기 전에 나였어도 그냥 으깨버렸어. 다들 여기 무릎 꿇고 앉아봐들. 돼진 놈들은 어쩔 수 없고.
The index, you become a puppet. You become an actor, I would say, more than a puppet. Yes, you could get dealt a very bad hand when it comes to the index if you are a particularly prominent person like Rain. Generally speaking, the index can be played to a degree as long as it is entertaining for the respective deity pertaining to the index.
원하는 게 무엇이죠?
에야, 원하는 건 많지. 돈도 좀 많이 쥐고 싶고 한번 등지에서도 살아보고 싶고. 근데 그 전에 음악 한번 해보려고.
미친, 못 들어주겠네.
Up, you're cooked.
오, 대가리 멀리도 날아가네.
저희에게 원하는 것이 무엇입니까?
You must follow the prescripts or become their enemy. So yes, that is absolutely an important thing, following the prescripts. However, following the prescripts is something of a loose thing. It is less about following the prescripts to the letter and more so about following the prescripts to the heart. We see inside of Index Faust's proselyte uptie that the one prescript proselyte was given the objective to make false prescripts, and Faust had to reasonably deduct that the prescripts were false. Therefore, the way to properly follow out the prescripts was actually to defy the prescripts under that specific scenario. It's a lot less about following things straightly as you see them and much more about openly interpreting things into what you believe is the most accurate scenario, because ultimately what the deities of the city, and this is just my opinion, but what they are looking for more than anything else is entertainment. And the more entertaining you are within the rules that they give you, the more favor that you are inclined to get from them. So on and so on.
아, 내가 너희한테 원하는 거? 맞아, 그게 본론이었지? 우선 너네들 천조가리 있지?
이 누보온다는 엄지를 위한 것인데요.
우리 대장이 관심을 보이더라고. 꽤 좋은 천이라던데? 연주 전에 옷 좀 다들 맞춰주려나 봐.
Yes, most index members I encounter follow it to a T because they don't want to anger them. That is absolutely a valid way to go about it. However, that's a, how do you say, way that an expendable would go about it. You have to stand out within the index if you want to be recognized, and with that you have to be willing to take risks. Maybe you'll amuse them, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll receive some karmic consequence. Regardless, the task was going to be completed either way. And even if it deals you a worse hand in the future, maybe that will lead to another opportunity elsewhere. I don't know. Again, that's my take.
엄지를 적으로 돌리면 어떻게 될지 모르지는 않을 텐데.
엄지? 다 덤비라 그래.
죄다 부셔버릴 테니까. 아, 그리고 너네 애들 데리고 도서관으로 좀 가봐라.
No, you did not tell me about that time. Sounds interesting. Also, I really like this artwork. This looks super cool.
도서관. 이 엘사 둥지 중심에 있다고 하는 그 도서관 말이죠.
그래, 그거.
당신도 역시 이 땅에서 돈을 벌려고 이런 짓을 벌이는군요.
아니라고 해도 그러네. 돈을 벌고 싶기는 한데 일단 음악부터 할 거라고.
대체 왜지?
낸들 아나? 우리 대장 아니지. 지휘자 나리께서 음악하려면 이곳에 있는 엄진이 검진이 하는 조직놈들 처리 좀 하라잖냐.
That's fun. Is this part of the blue reverberation? That's starting to be what it sounds like here. No, not the blue reverberation. The reverberation assembly. That's the word I'm looking for. Is this a subsidiary of the reverberation assembly I'm looking at here? I'm not sure. Once Angela found us, she scolded us harshly. Well, you're going to get a scolding from Angela regardless of what you do, so you might as well take it and have some fun while you're at it.
그리고 도서관도 좀 도와주고.
도서관을 도와줘요?
에헤. 눈 깔아. 돼지기 싫으면. 아무튼 너네는 이거 받고 내가 하란 대로 도서관에 가면 되는 거야. 어서들 가봐. 어허. 안 가고들 뭐해? 내 눈앞에서 초대장 사용 안 하면 뼈에서 살을 발라버릴 테니까.
다들 준비하세요.
손이 부들부들 떨리는데 괜찮은 거 맞지?
아닙니다.
그리고 도서관에서 책을 못 구해와도 똑같이 나한테 뒤져.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to join in. Especially not Hakma. Hakma seems like he's a little bit too serious for that. Oh, did it?
과격한 걸?
You should have been more careful, my friend.
엘사가 무너져서 손가락들이 둥지의 땅을 먼저 선점하려고 난리가 났네.
둘이 무슨 상관인데?
알박기라고 들어봤어? 날개가 꺾이면 둥지는 무너지고 자연스럽게 뒷골목처럼 환경이 바뀌거든.
Yikes.
주인이 없는 땅에는 규칙도 없는 법이야. 땅을 차지하려고 몰려드는 조직들은 미리 땅을 선점하지.
그 다음은?
둥지를 배정받은 새로운 날개에게 선점한 구역을 되파는 거야. 언제까지고 날개가 공석이지는 않으니까. 물론 날개가 해결사나 조직을 고용해서 힘으로 몰아낼 수도 있지만 그건 그때 가서 생각할 일이고.
원래 살고 있던 깃털들은 어떻게 되는 건데?
살고 있던 녀석들? 알아서 살 길 찾아야지. 해결사를 고용하든 뒷골목으로 내쫓기든 다른 날개에 입사하든 간에 날개가 꺾인 이상 둥지는 거주민들의 안전을 보장해주지 않으니까.
도시답네.
뭐든 자기 손으로 붙잡지 않으면 언젠가 버려지는 거야. 근데 저 멍멍이는 대체 누구려나?
뒤틀림 같아 보였어.
The distortion. I don't think so.
뒤틀림? 내가 상상하던 거랑 다른걸?
그래. 굉장히 이성적이야.
아, 저게 이성적이야?
너보다도 훨씬.
Well, that's not very nice. I don't think that's true. Roland is a very kind and rational person.
이러면 안 되는데.
저 개대가리는 도대체 어디서 솟은 놈이야? 어디 하룻강아지가 하늘 높은 줄 모르고 개기고 있어.
부조장, 진정해. 이 건을 처리하는 대로 엄지에 보고하자고.
그래야겠네요.
엄지 소속인 우리 흑은혜를 이따위로 대하다니 말도 안 되죠.
Bina watched us for a while. She drank tea. Chesed said he was trying a new brand of coffee. Hakma was being Hakma, and Gabura went back to her floor to enjoy her peace and quiet. Oh, thanks, smiley face. Yes, you are a very kind and rational being.
그 말이 맞아요.
Also a very humble grade 9 fixer. Evidently.
그리고 상황이 안 좋긴 하지만 초대장에 적힌 책들 분명 나쁘지 않아요.
사육제도 결국 책이 되었네요.
그러고 보니 이 책은 엘사 둥지와도 관련된 책이군.
환영합니다, 손님.
어떻게 우리에게 필요한 책들을 모아두었죠?
그게 도서관의 역할이죠.
피를 머금은 곳의 냄새다.
손님에게서도 피 냄새가 진동하네요.
어머, 그런가요?
돌아가면 뜨끈한 목욕탕이나 가죠.
좋은 생각이에요. 오늘같이 일진 사나운 날은 목욕이 제격이죠?
술은 내가 사도록 하지. 그런데 남아있는 목욕탕이나 술집이 엘사 둥지에 있긴 한 거야?
그것도 확실히 그렇네요. 보고할 것이나 처리할 것도 많고
언제까지 떠들고만 계실 거죠?
부채기는. 그럼 들어가 보도록 할까요?
부디 당신의 책을 찾으실 수 있기를.
Alrighty, straight into it. Endured, normal, weak to blunt, you say? Well, I have just the man for the job, if that's the case. Begin stage play. Start a fight against us Kurakumo. You're pretty gutsy, I'll give you that. I won't let them lay a blade on Madame Sayo. Okay, let's see what we got. 2, 2, 2, all twos. You're attacking here. That's fine by me. Start off with some commandeering. You're going to notice a lot of commandeering within my deck. It's just a really good card. What can I say? Because even if we lose, look at the defense rating we have now. +3 to defense is crazy. Upon a successful blunt attack, inflict one bind and paralysis. Excludes mass attacks. Violence, lower the minimum value of all dice by 1 and raise the maximum value by 3. Let's do this one. Let's go with violence. Let's see, 2 to 5. Let's do some focus strikes here. Go ahead and overpower here, methinks. Yes, overpower. And here we have 2, 6, 2, 5. We can outspeed that pretty handily with a shocking blow. We actually don't want to clash that with shocking. Yes, we do. Oh, it's this one we need to intercept. Whoopsie. Let's intercept this with a mixture of this and a mixture of this, then. Should be good. Very few things that Focus Strikes cannot solve. One of the best early game cards, I would say. From what I have experienced so far, at least. Okay, back to it. Very low on light right now, but that's fine, because we have Loosen Up at our disposal. And here we can act with 2625. Let's handle some work then, shall we? Do the Flame and Bat there, but we're not actually going to use it there, we're going to use this here. We learned to not let Nastag drive at all while drunk. Indeed, that sounds like a horrible idea. And when is he not drunk? I feel like that's the better question. Metallic Ringing. Let's do this one. For a good old yes up. Very good. No attacks here, one attack here, one attack here. Okay, let's respond to this with a good old Rampage. We'll respond here, 2-7. 4-6 is what I would say to that. Accompanied by a good old Rampage. And we need to do something that's going to give us a lot of damage here, so it looks like fend this off is going to be the play there. Well, I guess it didn't need to be a lot of damage, but it need to be some decent damage. When he fights or something serious is happening, I see. I understand. Honestly, I thought he was drunk while fighting as well. Chain Giraffe, blunt dice. Yep, I will happily take that. Okay, let's finish this off then, shall we? Ah, yeah, Blade Whirl's one of my favorites. Nice. I never thought I'd make such a mistake. Well, you sure did, buddy. Okay, straight on to Sayo, Yang, and Gin. Oh, you have a lot of skills. You have speed as well, so you're gonna be a bit scary, but I think we'll be fine. Okay. They don't appear to be easy opponents. Let us end this in a breath. Whew, man, I'm tired. Okay. He almost knocked me off his floor. Well, what'd you do leading up to that? You gotta be prepared to take the appropriate actions to avoid that sort of stuff. Okay. Do that. Sharpen blade. Combat start. Boost slash dice power by 2 for this scene. That's not very good. I guess we could do Blade Whirl here. And then we need to oppose that somehow, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that option. No, we will not. This isn't being focused towards me, so we can just throw that there, and then we can throw in a loosen up while we're at it too. Youch. Interesting that their tattoos seem to envelop their sword whenever they're attacking. We had a safety net around the area. Oh. Yeah, that's good. Very, very, very smart. Gain 3 protection. So we really want to be defending against you this turn from the sound of it. Scratch that could be good, but I think I'm going to save that for now. Let's do commandeering here. And am I being targeted anywhere? No, we'll save that card then. Do that. Just about everything is accounted for, except you. Now everything's accounted for. Oop. Stagger on Carmen's not good, but we're fine right now. Nice. Also nice. He broke it somehow? Ah. That's never good. 2... Well, I can't really worry about them. I gotta worry about me. So let's use this here. And I think that's going to be all we can do. Goodbye. All's fine. I think we'll be fine this rotation, yep. Oh, we actually still have someone left in the fight. That's good. Handling work. Yeah, okay. And we'll use this here. Rough. I probably could have done something about that, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Alright, you're all focused on me now, eh? That should solve this. Oh, well, I think this is GG's actually. I don't have anything left to play. If we don't get staggered here, that could be good though. We did not get staggered. Well, you did get staggered. Rough. Okay, well, they beat us this floor, but we got plenty more to go. We got plenty more people to throw at you. See, that's the thing. You're just gonna get more tired. 643. Goodness. That can go there. This can go here. And this can go here as well. And looks like that's gonna be the best we can do. Let's do... this one. That sounds good. Goodness gracious. No, I say we have good odds there. And we can interrupt this with a commandeering. And we can throw in a Batwell at it as well. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Big damage, yep. She should be about dead, actually. Yikes. So are we, evidently. That did not go well for us at all. Well, I guess we'll go for it. Nope, never mind. He managed to sneak past my vision. Should be in a slightly better spot than we were now, though. Handling work. Sure. Commandeering again, sure. And it's about as good as we're gonna get, honestly, but it's fine. Let's do some damage to you, actually. Got him. Let's do match light. Okay, we're in a good position now, because we can overpower them with our attacks. Let's see, restore 2 light. Yeah, we've seen that. 3 5s. Sure, more consistent. Sure. Yeah, we'll just throw some of these in here while we're at it. Lost 1, but that's fine. The field's just a little bit more even now. Oh, lost 2. That's slightly worse for me, but I guess we'll work with... Oh. Died to bleed. It's alright. Still got plenty more floors. Oh. Never mind. Okay, so you only get 2 tries there. That is my first time ever having a full defeat, then. That's fine. Because we got some books to work with. Yee. Very nice. Okay, well, I believe we'll be wrapping up the stream. Doesn't it tell you how many floors you have available? It probably does, but I probably just didn't read it. Unfortunately. In any case, I actually believe we'll be going ahead and wrapping up the stream there. I'll be doing a bit more grinding off screen, and then we'll be carrying onward from there. So, thank you all for tuning in, and with that in mind, I will see you next time. Take care.